Have you ever wondered why wildlife resource management matters so much to our planet? It's a question that touches the heart of our existence, and the answer is as complex as life itself. Wildlife resource management is the compass that guides our interaction with the natural world. It is the stewardship that ensures the biodiversity of our ecosystems, the health of our environment, and ultimately, the well-being of humanity. Picture a world teeming with diverse species, each playing their part in maintaining the balance of nature. Now imagine the disruption if we fail to manage this precious resource effectively. The ripple effects would be felt far and wide, affecting not just the animals but the air we breathe, the water we drink, and the food we eat. Indeed, managing our wildlife resources is not just about the animals, it's also about us and the future generations. But how exactly do we manage wildlife resources effectively? The answer lies in adhering to a set of guiding principles that prioritize sustainability, conservation, and biodiversity. Firstly, let's talk about sustainability. It's about balance and ensuring that our actions today don't deplete resources or harm wildlife populations for future generations. This means practices like regulated hunting, habitat restoration, and pollution control are essential. Next, we have conservation. This principle is focused on protecting and preserving wildlife and their habitats. We're talking about creating protected areas, implementing laws to prevent poaching and illegal trade, and encouraging responsible tourism that benefits wildlife rather than harming it. And then there's biodiversity, a principle that underlines the importance of maintaining the variety of life on Earth. It's not just about protecting charismatic species like elephants and tigers, it's about preserving all species, no matter how small or seemingly insignificant, because each plays a unique role in maintaining a healthy ecosystem. Beyond these, there are other principles like ecosystem health, which emphasizes the interconnectedness of all living things and their environment, and stewardship, which involves taking responsibility for the well-being of wildlife resources. These principles aren't standalone, they intersect and overlap, creating a holistic approach to wildlife resource management. Picture them as a web, each principle connected to the others, forming a strong and resilient structure. These principles serve as our compass, guiding us towards responsible and sustainable wildlife resource management. But as the saying goes, the proof of the pudding is in the eating. So, how have these principles been applied successfully? To answer this, let's dive into some real-world examples of successful wildlife management initiatives. First, let's take a look at the American bison. Once roaming the plains of North America in the millions, these majestic creatures were nearly hunted to extinction in the late 19th century. However, thanks to concerted conservation efforts, the population has rebounded. The key to this success has been a combination of habitat preservation, controlled hunting, and breeding programs. Today, the American bison is no longer considered an endangered species, a testament to the power of effective wildlife management. Next, let's fly over to China and visit the giant panda, one of the world's most beloved animals. For years, the giant panda was on the brink of extinction, its habitat shrinking due to deforestation and its numbers dwindling. However, through a combination of strict laws against poaching, the creation of panda reserves, and programs to reintroduce pandas into the wild, China has managed to increase the giant panda population. Today, the giant panda is no longer listed as endangered, a major victory for wildlife conservation. These success stories demonstrate that effective wildlife resource management is not just a theoretical concept, but a practical reality with tangible benefits. So, what does the future hold for wildlife resource management? The future is both a challenge and an opportunity. As we continue to grapple with climate change, habitat loss, and species extinction, the principles of effective wildlife management become ever more critical. Yet we also see emerging innovations that hold promise. Tools such as habitat restoration, wildlife corridors, and sustainable hunting and fishing practices can help restore biodiversity and ecosystem health. But these solutions are not silver bullets. They require commitment, collaboration, and above all, adherence to the guiding principles we've discussed. We need to respect the intrinsic value of all species, prioritize ecological integrity, and embrace the role of humans as responsible stewards. As echoed by experts in the field, the future of wildlife resource management is not simply about managing wildlife, but about managing our relationship with the natural world. If we keep these principles at the heart of our efforts, we can ensure a vibrant, diverse, and healthy planet for generations to come.